Okay, so I made this account, a channel, maybe like 2 months ago or something. And so my plan, what I'm going to do with this channel is I want to document my progress with the language learning method called Refold. Now, if you haven't heard of it, which if you're here, you probably have, it's a method for learning language. You can find more about it if you look at someone like Met versus Japan. It's pretty obvious, you know. And what I want to do, I'm going to document my how things are doing, possibly on week to month basis. Like maybe I'll do it after a week, maybe I'll do it after a month. It'll fluctuate. I don't know. Just usually whenever I feel like something I've made a significant amount of time in going into my thing. And so I am learning Japanese with this method. Now, according to, there's a list somewhere, you can look it up. It's most common, I think it's most common languages with the difficulty based on English speakers. There's 5 tiers, going from 1 to 5, 5 being hardest. Japanese is in tier 5. Now, it's supposed to be a pretty hard language to learn for English speakers, but I'm going to work on getting there with the Refold method, because I don't think there are beginner there's any beginner documentation on the internet, and that's what I'm hoping to create here. And afterwards, I don't know, maybe other stuff. But this is the main purpose of everything I'm doing here, and I will hopefully. I don't know how to find a way to promote changes, because I'm trying my best to follow it to kind of a T to see how well I do. I'll put some documentation of how much of what I did. Obviously, most days I'll be doing the Refold method, save for probably a couple of days here and there down the line, because it's definitely not possible to do it every day, unless you commit yourself that hard. But this is just mainly the intro here to everything. Now, to give you a little background on how I've been doing so far, is I decided I wanted to learn Japanese in around December of 2020. I think closer to the end, maybe before that, maybe November. It was late 2020, and I got stuck in a loop of researching how to learn this specific language, how to go about doing it, and I did that for months until I actually found proper method and decided to stick with it. I couldn't stick with it because I just wanted to research more and more on how to do it the best way, the fastest way possible to become fluent, but that's a trap. A lot of people do it. They don't just get straight into it, and I'm going to document my case. But I'd say from the time I got from point A, which was deciding I wanted to learn, to point B, which was actually starting, I'd say I picked up quite a few. Like, I got comfortable reading hiragana, so I think that might be a bonus. I learned a couple words at the start, and I think I learned a tiny bit about the grammar, but I think for the most part that was really it. And so from there, I'm going to document my cases. Granted, it's been like a week and a half or maybe 2 weeks since I've actually started doing it, with each day varying degrees of success. I've been trying to work my way up, but so far I've probably been doing about an hour a day of active immersion, which is not ideal, but it is, better than nothing. And I have been doing my Anki cards almost every day. I have 2 decks, mostly for vocab. I'm pretty sure they're just both for vocab. And that's mainly it, starting from there. So this is the documentation for how I will go about Refold. Don't know if I'm the first beginner to do this. I'm not sure. I highly doubt it, but it doesn't really matter. I'm hoping to get to a very decent level of fluency, because I would like to enjoy content in both languages, talk to people in both languages, and I wish to achieve a high level of fluency, because I wish to be bilingual, and bilingual alone, I don't think I want to learn any other language. I don't really have a desire, but this is my goal, and that's how I'm going to go about it. So this is basically the first episode. I don't know how I'm going to go about it, but this is what I want to do, so I don't know. I have to see from here, and I don't expect to get high views. I don't really want to get high views, but it doesn't matter either way. And this is a documentation mostly for my own sake, to see how much I improve, and where I'm at from the beginning to the end. So that is about everything, and I hope I can continue along with this and enjoy myself along the way. I'm at the boring stages currently, because learning vocab and not understanding content is not very fun. You have to be very engaged in what you're doing, and it can get boring. Motivation is not all there, but I guess this is where most people quit, and I want to persevere and go through, get to the end. That is my goal, and I don't want to stop. So thank you very much if you decided to be here, and I will see how I've done in the next installment, if I could even call it that. So enjoy your time doing whatever it is you may do, fellow language learner or no one, I guess. Thank you.